Welcome guys, and thanks for joining us on our 3-stage home-based exercise program. This introduction video, I'm going to outline 5 important things that you need to know before you can begin the program. As much as we love you to exercise, it's important that the first thing you must do is seek medical advice if you feel like you've got any medical conditions, any serious medical situations that may stop you from exercising. Number 2, it's important that during your program course, you always consult with your trainer. Always let him know if there's any changes in your daily activities, if there's any changes in your exercise planner, if you feel pain or any serious injuries that may stop you from exercising. Number 3, our social media. Guys, please, you're in this social media, encourage one another. We want you to help us to be motivated. We want you to help us. We're gonna help you as well to motivate one another so we can get through this easy and fast, okay? The 4th thing is digital devices, okay? You're gonna need a laptop, a TV, or a smartphone to do the exercise program. The best ones to use is a TV or a laptop. But if you can also connect your mobile phone, your smartphone, to your smart TV through your YouTube link, okay? So if you don't know how to do that, again, reach out to your trainer, reach out on our social media group and ask some serious questions there, because there's always someone there who's willing to help you, okay? The last thing is, there's going to be 3 to 4 exercises I'm going to demonstrate to you that you need to practice the techniques of these exercises, because in your program, you're gonna have these exercises in your program. So it's important that you take your time and practice the techniques of these exercises before you can begin the program, okay? So come with me and I'm gonna show you what exercises they are. The first exercise is squats. Second one is lunges. The third one is side squats, or some might call it single leg lunges. The 4th one is hamstring hold. I'm gonna show you these 4 exercises, how they're done. I'm gonna show you the techniques, and then you're gonna practice it before you can start your program. Okay, so the first exercise we're going to practice the technique of is the squat. So you start with the squat by standing in a neutral position like me. Have your feet shoulder width apart. Hand on your hips just to help you with the posture, okay? And as we squat with sitting in the hips. We have our hands out like this and we squat like that, okay? So when you go down, what you should not do is have your knees go over your toes. Do not do that. What you wanna do is, you wanna squat. I'm gonna show you the different angle. So you wanna squat like this in neutral position, hands out, ass out, and you wanna sit in your hips, okay? So you wanna squat in your hips like this. That's a proper squat, and up. At all times, do not do this when you go down. Do not do this, because when you do that, you see my heel is coming off the ground. Do not do that, okay? Always keep your heel on the ground. Make sure your knees do not go over your toes. I'll do the other side for you, okay? Like this, like that, and you squat in your hips. So you squat, you sit in your hips like you would on a toilet bowl. If you're not too sure, the best way to do is get a chair, put a chair behind you, and sit in the chair and practice that technique as much as you can. Get used to it so that you'll know how to do it when you're doing the program, okay? So I'm gonna show you a couple more demonstrations on that. Again, neutral position, hands out, bend your body like this, sit into your hips. Like this, good. That's a squat. That's a squat, okay? You see how everything is straight? That's a squat, you see that? That's a squat. Make sure your knees do not go over your toes, your heels do not lift up from the ground, and you're sitting in your hips, okay? Again, look, that's a squat, okay? That's a squat right there, okay? So you practice that a couple of times, get used to the technique. know how to do a squat properly, because if you're not doing it properly, there's no point of doing the exercises, okay? Second exercise is lunges. So lunges, we're gonna stand like this. I'm gonna go the other direction because it might be better to demonstrate for you. We're gonna stand like this, have our feet parallel to one another, like this, not too far away, not too close either, just a bit out like this. Your back foot should be in line with your front foot. So what I don't wanna see is having your back foot like this. Do not do that. Keep your back foot, see that? Like that, a bit out if you need to. Have your chest out, body in like this. Keep your posture straight at all times. Hand in your hips, and all you wanna do is this, okay? See how I've taken my back leg a bit further out to give me enough space so that I can lunge down, okay? Hand on your hips for stability, and all you wanna do is sit straight. So sit in your knees here and go right down like that, okay? And up, okay? Right down like that, okay? And up. I'm gonna show you the other way. So, again, like this. Sorry, I'm gonna do it this way, sorry, my bad. So you can see, okay? Like this, okay? You see my body is straight, my knee. Again, make sure your knee, do not, and I repeat, do not do this. Do not do that. No, okay? Your knees is going over your toes. This is not good. You wanna keep your posture straight all the time, hand in your hips, okay? And sit in this hip, sit in the hip. See that? Like that, sit in the hip. Keep your posture straight at all times. That's a proper lunge, okay? Excuse me. Again, do the same thing a couple of times, learn the techniques, do it properly before you get into the program, okay? I'm gonna show you again a couple of times. Like this, straight. If you can put your hand out, you can put your hand on your head, hand on your hips. It's up to you. It's just about stability where you put your hand. I like to put my hand here most times. And sit in your hips, in your hips, in your hips, okay? What you also don't wanna do is, this knee should not, you should not do that. You see how this knee is going out? I'm gonna show you another demonstration on this side. Like that. No, do not do that. See how your knee is going out? That's a no-no, okay? So, practice that a couple of times, get used to it, and get to the program, okay? The third thing now is the single leg squat, or like I mentioned, the single squat or the side squat, okay? All we're gonna do is almost similar to the squat. So we're gonna have our legs out like this, okay? So basically, you stand a bit with your feet a bit wide apart like me, okay? All you wanna do is have your knees, the side that you're going to squat on, that side should be slightly bent, and the other side should be a bit straight, like this. And what you wanna do is, at all times, do not let your knees to go over your toes, okay? So exactly the same thing like a squat, you're gonna sit in your hips, okay? Hands out, and we're gonna go down like this, okay? We're gonna sit in the hips, okay? Like that, and we're gonna sit right into the hips. See that? Just like that, okay? Do a couple of these, okay? And if you wanna change sides, exactly the same thing, okay? Look, I wanna sit on this side, I'm gonna sit on this side, so this is slightly bent, this side is straight, hands out, and I'm gonna sit, okay? What I don't wanna see is this. No, 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 no. Do not do that. Hands out, sit, like that. Sit, like that. Sit in your hips, okay? Do a couple of those. Again, practice the techniques, get used to it, learn how to do it, and then you get into the program. I'm gonna do one more side so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Like this. Good. See, my knees are straight and in line. Good. Always let this leg to stay straight. Do not do this. See that? No. Okay? Practice that and see how you go. Okay. Next one is a hamstring hold. So basically this one, we do it from the ground. So we lay down like this. We sit down like this straight, okay? Our hands down here like this. Same thing on this side, like this. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna lift our butt off the ground and our heels on the ground. I'm gonna show you. So we bring this up like that. See that? My body's off the ground, my heels on the ground, my toes towards me, okay? And off the ground, I'm gonna hold it like this, okay? I'll show you the other way. Like that. And off the ground, okay? And you hold that there, all right? I'm gonna show you the other way also so you can see. Like this, off the ground, okay? So those are the the 4 exercises that you need to make sure you got the technique right before you can do your program, okay?